Season 7 is full of a lot of love, let's just say.
Seeing these relationships that started from the beginning, it's kind of nice to tie it with a bow and have that be the ending, and I think that's the perfect ending.
It does feel like closure, that these two characters were meant to be together.
They're gonna have that fairy tale happy ending, which is amazing, and I think they've earned it.
Season 7 is by far the most romantic season that we've ever written and shot. It's just filled with love and proposals and weddings and sexy time, too.
You have to look at Arya and Ezra as being the strongest, most fan-involved relationship. And I think if we did anything other than see them get married at the end, it would have felt like we didn't really finish.
I mean, it would have just been insane if Arya and Ezra didn't end up together. There would be chaos. I would have been angry. I would have had them rewrite it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Arya's planned her dream wedding. She's picked out this amazing dress. She's had her bachelorette party planned. She's got everything down to exactly how they want it.
This is a 40-year-old single malt scotch.
We get to see the rehearsal dinner, which gives you a hint of how elaborate that wedding was going to be.
The look of the rehearsal dinner wanted to be as beautiful as possible, as large in scope. We used a space that was close to 300 feet long so that we could just line everything up and have as much depth as humanly possible.
I talked with Lucy a lot and Marlene about what the silhouette of the dress would be.
I wanted Arya to have a really amazing wedding dress. And I had asked them, I said, will you please let me pick the wedding dress?
Lucy wanted to keep it not a big princess ball gown. So we went with Claire Pettibone, and it's the most beautiful dress, and Lucy's stunning, and so she can wear anything.
It was actually a very gorgeous, sleek, long sleeve lace gown that's very unexpected for Arya, and it's a little sad because she only gets to wear it in 2 scenes and gets left at the altar, but that was really all I wanted.
Just very slim and then just flared out at the back, had a beautiful train, and then I did a cathedral-length ivory veil to complement it. Lucy's shoes, so she wanted a really high heel, so we gave her an insanely high heel. Like, I don't know how she walked in them.
The girls do bridesmaids dresses that are the same color but different cuts for every girl, so we thought that was a great way to go so everybody could pick a dress that was the most flattering to them.
Everyone found their dress that they loved, and we had some cool backless ones, and we had some cleavage and low front ones.
Everything goes pretty smoothly up until the actual wedding day, where Ezra is nowhere to be found.
Ezra, I know that you're there. Please pick up.
What is going on? Why isn't Ezra here? They were setting up a traditional wedding, and then AD gets in the way. And now, at the base of it, at the very heart of it, all they want to do is just get married. They get to boil it down and just say what they've been meaning to say to each other for years.
Everything gets resolved, and finally they get to have this very simple, quaint wedding with their closest relatives and friends.
Which I think ultimately was a fairy tale wedding in the end, because it's just so iconic and it was so charming.
That scene was fun because I had my twins. So I was holding one twin, and that was a funny scene because one of the babies was not having a good day. She did not get her nap in, so she was not having it. We didn't even have her on camera. So we had to shoot my scene with the one baby on my lap, and then they had to pass it off, but at the same time you could see my arm moving. So I was literally like this, pretending to carry one of the other babies even though they were not there because we were only shooting the one.
For the actual wedding, the actual vows when they were legally married, Arya didn't actually wear her beautiful wedding gown. We kind of felt that the original dress would be a little tainted. So we went in a different direction in 1960s, cute little white lace short dress. Still, I think, had essence of a bridal dress, but very different and fresh for them to start their new life together.
It's so surreal, because especially the day We were shooting the actual wedding. People around set were asking me, like, so it's a big day. And really, it's not. We're shooting a scene that's not real, but it felt very, it felt different.
It was just so weird saying those vows to him, because I've known him for so long, and obviously we don't have that relationship offset, but it still felt really special because I know him very well. And the vows are very difficult to say. Neither one of us could memorize them.
To love and to cherish. Till death do us part.
Lucy and I have been playing this romantic couple for a few years shy of a decade, and it was a nice sort of stamp on it all.
When Ezra put the wedding ring on my finger, I was like, this is really weird, because it felt like kind of real in a way.
It finally gave me the idea, at least in the character's perspective, of maybe they'll find peace finally. Maybe they'll just be left alone. Like, let them go have boring lives, please.
Mr. and Mrs. Fitz.
I think Ezra and Aria's future is pretty much going to be living in Rosewood, probably not above the brew, but in a very Norman Rockwell, charming house somewhere, and they're going to adopt a lot of kids who are multi-ethnic kids from all over the world.
In our show, so much goes wrong, but this went right. I think that it just goes to show that, true love can conquer anything.